Hi, I'm Bahar Etminan, and this
I thought we were getting a photo. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just letting you know that this incredible woman will be speaking at Inspire 19 this year, and I'm so excited to share your beautiful story and business success and the raw version of what happens before you make it to the top.
Before you
make it to
and
the
it's
top.
very raw.
Very
No
raw.
holds barred here.
So the first question I'd love to ask you, and I think for any entrepreneur, this is the magical question. What inspired you to start your business?
My business happened organically, to be honest. I was doing eyebrows and I obviously became quite good at them. I was working at various salons in Sydney, and then my husband owned a gym in Paddington and he had a spare room in there, so I just started doing eyebrows out of this dodgy little room in the gym, and it just grew from there. It happened really organically, so I can't say anything's inspired me to. However, I've always been a people person, so I've known that I've always wanted to work closely with people.
And I think what's really interesting about your business is that, you know, a lot of people might be in the beauty game or do a certain thing, but you've created a brand around it, and I think that that's what's really inspirational to a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. And I think that also comes with me being quite open on social media as well. People like seeing, my life, and it's not just all about eyebrows, which I think makes it a bit more fun and personal.
I always think this question tells you a lot about a person and their evolution in their, business and life. But what's the best piece of advice you've ever received, and what's the worst piece of advice you've ever received?
The worst piece of advice I've ever received was to not do this, to not do this job that we're currently sitting in.
Wow.
The best piece of advice I've ever received is probably never take no for an answer and do what your heart tells you to do. And so I've done this, and it's doing what it needs to do.
It's paid off.
Yeah.
Now, we can ask you the PC version of this question, or we can just ask you to tell us the truth. But what does success mean to you?
Well, as I just said off camera then to Bahar, obviously we all want to have a nice lifestyle, go overseas, good education for our children, live in a nice house. But realistically, it's health, and I mean this. It is having a healthy and happy home, and not getting caught up in obviously what everyone has, because you can't have it all at the same time. But for me, success is obviously constantly bettering yourself in your profession. But at the same time, there comes a point where you can't just work your ass off and get yourself sick. So I was last year in a point where I was working so hard, not sleeping, and I think that was really, really bad for my health. So I kind of pared it back a little bit and had to start saying no to a lot of things, whether it be social, clients. So you were a client. I said no.
But I'm back.
But she's back. But success to me is obviously having a happy family, happy staff, happy clients.
I think in any entrepreneur's journey, there's the highs and the lows, and there are certain ones that stand out more than others. Can I ask you, what's been the highest point of your business, and maybe if you'd like to share the lowest point of your business journey?
Definitely the highest point is this beautiful salon that has been was a pipe dream for years for me. This took a long time to obviously come to fruition, and now we're here. It's like, it's magic.
Dreamland.
It is. It actually is. And people walk in, and it really is beautiful. But the lowest point would have to be last year when I, as I said before, was just not looking after myself or my family. I was just go, go, go. I was running on adrenaline. I got really unwell. I couldn't sleep. So I started taking anti-anxiety medication, which I'm now off, but I had a panic attack.
Wow.
In the room. Like, it was like I was doing a tattoo and had a panic attack. I've never had one before. It was like an out-of-body experience, but that's definitely low. I probably just took on way too much and wasn't looking after myself.
And I don't think you'd be alone in the entrepreneur's journey.
No.
And I think it's so nice when people who are at the top of their game and, seem to have this perfect existence.
I'm very vocal about it. I'm not trying to pretend, everything was rosy. Last year was so stressful. We just did this all in such a short period of time. And
Two kids,
no family living, helping us. But obviously, this is the highest point. We got there in the end. So that's the highest point of my career. Yeah.
Are you ready to share with us your next big stretch goal or big dream?
I'll be able to share it with you very soon. It's currently top secret. Yeah, it's all under wraps at the moment, but yeah, it's really exciting.
Can't wait.
I know, so that's going to be a really big career high, I think, yeah.
You're the mother of two, and you're, 10 years into your business, and you're flying high. But can I ask you, what did little Kristin at 7 years of age want to be when she grew up?
I will never forget this. I have it written down, actually. I used to say every year in primary school that I wanted to be Australia's #1 female Prime Minister. And, Julia Gillard pipped me to the post. However, there's still time. So I could be the second female Prime Minister.
Well, I'm sure you can. I'll vote for you.
That could be my next top secret mission. Who knows?
Thank you so much. We can't wait to hear you speak at Inspire. It's going to be absolutely amazing to have so many trailblazers sharing their journeys, and honestly sharing their journeys, not like the glossy version of it. But if you have the opportunity and you're in Sydney, you have to come here. It's like a beauty mecca. It's gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mwah.